Good evening, Tallahassee, and I'm student meteorologist Kaitie Nagel.
And I'm student meteorologist Alyssa Mosquera.
And we're here for your FSU weather update.
Yep.
And so we had a very cloudy start today, didn't we?
Yeah, it was pretty cloudy out there.
And those temperatures didn't warm up until this afternoon when the sun finally came out, which is a relief.
Finally, because those clouds definitely moved out of the way to provide those warm temperatures.
Yeah, which I really did enjoy. So
yeah, definitely nice to have those warm temperatures now, especially after all those cold fronts we've been having.
Yeah, I'm glad it'll be staying warm for a while, hopefully.
Yeah, maybe hit those pools, right?
Yeah.
Go to the beach if you can.
Suntan.
Yeah.
But with sunscreen.
Yes, sunscreen. Don't want to get burnt out there.
No. But spring actually starts this weekend.
Oh, yeah, it does.
So that'll be nice. Hopefully that makes sure the warm temperatures stick around for us.
Yeah, those temperatures are definitely feeling really nice right now. We're actually it's going to be a little cloudy tomorrow, is it? Or
I think the clouds come in later in the afternoon. But
yeah, so we'll see pretty much the same temperatures tomorrow. Pretty warm, so you can hit that pool again tomorrow. Kind of similar days.
And then we'll see more rain chances for this weekend, actually.
Yeah, so take advantage of it now.
Exactly.
No rain.
So hopefully it doesn't deter us from our plans. But we are going to send this out to Reuben.
Thank you, guys. Well, it was a very cloudy start to this day, but it cleared up quite nicely for the rest of the day. It's clearing skies. We have a few showers from an occluded front that's sitting over Georgia and Mississippi. As you can see from our current temperatures, this nice color gradient across our map. 80s from south of that map. Above the map, it's about 50s to about 60 from Atlanta to Savannah. Right now in Tallahassee, it is about 82 degrees with that dew point sitting at about 63. Leaving us quite comfortable with those winds sitting at the southwest at about 3 miles per hour. So it's not breezy at all. It's very calm, very comfortable outside. Nice time to go get a tan, go on Landis right now. And our weather headlines for this evening. We see the sun now, but overnight that front is going to cause those clouds to build back in. The rain is going to return for this weekend. And after it's through, it'll be sunny and warm next week, and we're going to send it right back to the desk.
Yeah, we have some pretty exciting news going on. March 20th, tomorrow, we're having a solar eclipse.
Wow.
Yeah, we might not actually be able to see any of it, though. The North
Atlantic.
North Atlantic.
Anyone that's actually closer to the pole would see it, but there's not that much up there.
Right, so we might just be missing the total eclipse, seeing the whole thing of it. We might see part of it.
Part of it,
but,
if you're up north, yeah.
Yeah, but mainly the North Atlantic, they'll be kind of getting the most of it.
Yeah, and I know that'll be around for about 2 minutes tomorrow morning.
Yeah, but we actually haven't had one since November 3rd of 2013, so it's been quite a while. Yeah, it's been a while, and we won't see one,
till 2017 of August.
Yeah, so we still have a little ways for that, but for that one, we will be able to see some of it. If you can, get out there, try to enjoy looking at it, but we're going to turn it back to Kate now.
Yeah, heading out to the wall and give us our local rundown. And, well, we did have that cloudy start for today, but we did see that sun come out and bring up those warm temperatures. And today we are sitting at 83 now, and that's a big difference from a few hours ago where we were just sitting in the 70s. But that sun's out and it's nice and warm. We're getting those warm temperatures. But for our area around us, Quincy, 81, Monticello, 80. So they're really seeing temperatures close to us. Earlier, it was a bit different than that. Cooler temperatures, though, down by Apalachicola and Carabel. They're seeing 73, 72. Bit cooler than what we are seeing right now, but it's still reasonable and warm. Looking at the satellite and radar, we can see that rain system that was moving up with Georgia, South Carolina, and we saw that cloud cover from that system. That's where we got all those clouds from. Earlier today, we did see a few showers, and that's due from that, but as that system moves out, we did see that sun and those clouds moving up. Futurecast, you can see those clouds still lingering in for us a little bit tonight. But as we go throughout the night and into tomorrow morning, those clouds will move out, and we'll see some sun in the morning and in the afternoon. But as we get into the evening and into tomorrow night, those clouds do start to come in, bringing maybe a few showers out near Pensacola. And that's going to move in through the night into Saturday, where that cloud coverage will really start to sink in, and we won't see as much of the sun as we have today or the past few days. Tonight's forecast, 61, so it's still pretty nice out, not too cold like we've seen lately. It will be still cloudy overnight, but like I said, it will move out, and we will see that sun tomorrow. For tomorrow, again, 84 degrees, so it's going to be warm. There will be a chance of fog in the morning, so if you are going out to work or to school, make sure you're aware of that and to stay far away from cars if you can't see them, so you don't cause any accidents. For our on the sand, if you want to go to the beach, it'll be really nice. It'll be warm out in the early foot of surf, so it's not bad, and that's due because we don't have much of winds, only 5 miles per hour. 7-day forecast, though, let me scoot out here. For Friday, tomorrow, 84, and be really nice, but as we go into the weekend, we do stay warm with those temperatures, but the rain increases, 80% chance for Sunday, so we'll see the rain. So hopefully you can get out tomorrow and enjoy that last bit of sun before the rain comes in. But once we go into the upcoming week, those temperatures do go down a little bit into the 70s, but it'll still be really pleasant. And now I'm going to give this to Jay for the southeast.
Thank you, Kate. Now we're going to take a look at the southeast right now. It's a couple of showers starting to make its way into the picture. I'm stepping away to show you a bit more about what's happening around the southeast. We saw a lot more cloud cover because of the system that came in. We're going to see another system coming in later on in the weekend, but I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a bit. We're going to take a look at the next one. We see current temperature seeing 83 in Tallahassee, 78 in New Orleans, 81 in Montgomery, just a bunch of 80s all around the picture. Temperatures will be going down just a little bit more when next system comes in later on in the weekend, but not too much like we've seen in the past because, again, it's going to be quite a springtime weather for the next couple of days. Today's high temperatures, you're seeing 83 in Tallahassee. We did not think we were going to get that high because all cloud cover in the area bringing in a lot more cooler temperatures, but we did. Cloud cover did make its way out of Tallahassee, so we saw seeing a lot more higher temperatures. We're also seeing 79 in New Orleans as a high, 81 in Montgomery as a high, but you see Atlanta 64 for the high and 62 in Tupelo, quite a cold one, going up farther south into our area for the southeast. So on 24-hour temperature change, there's, like I said before, it is a big difference. You saw almost 20-degree difference as a drop for Atlanta, as well as Tupelo, -5 for a 24-hour temperature change. So quite a cold one with the cold front making its way through the southeast. With the futurecast, you're seeing a lot more rain in the picture for Tallahassee and much of the southeast. But when we make its way into later on Friday, we start seeing a lot more cloud cover. You are seeing a lot more rain in the area going on later on into Saturday. But again, with all the rain, means a lot more cooler temperatures for the weekend. But when we go into Monday and Tuesday, later on for the southeast, you're seeing a lot more warmer temperatures. So I know you're very excited about that. Tonight's forecast, you are seeing 62 degrees in Tallahassee, 55 in Montgomery, 64 in New Orleans. So quite a cool one for tonight. So if you want to go out and stargaze, you can, because cloud cover is not a big player because it did make its way out of the Tallahassee region by tonight. But going for tomorrow, cloud cover does make its way back into the picture for Tallahassee. You're already seeing 84 degrees, so quite a warm one. But with the clouds, it's not going to feel too warm because there's going to be no sun. But if you're going anywhere south, like Orlando, Miami, Key West, it's going to be quite a sunny one for the rest of the Sunshine State. So they'll live up to his name. But for the rest of North Florida, not so much, with cloud cover still being a major player in the picture. But for the next couple of days, you are seeing a lot more rain chances start make its way for Saturday into Sunday. But now let's take it back over to the lovely ladies at the desk with Kate and Alyssa.
Thanks, Jay. And well, we have some bit of real information. Well, not so much real information, but more serious information. Yes. The National Weather Service has proclaimed this week as the National Flood Safety Awareness Week.
Yeah, so pretty serious stuff. It's definitely important to get educated on this in case anything like this could happen. We're not expected to have any floods this time of the week, but it is good to get educated just in case anything ever can happen. You never know, you know?
Exactly. You have to be aware. If you do see high levels of water, make sure that you don't drive through it or walk through it because it's really hard to tell how deep it is. And just make sure if you do, go to high grounds.
Yeah, get to safety, definitely.
It's a big thing. Last year, 82 Americans died.
Right, #1 national death in America, except for heat, right?
Yeah.
Summer heat. but just try to be educated on that, and let's throw it to Daniel with the national.
Thank you, ladies, so much. We're going to take a quick look at our current temperatures before we get into what's going to happen. You can see that we're looking pretty good for spring here. You see Atlanta at 51 now, Tallahassee at 83. Over in the west, you see Denver at 46, Albuquerque down at 51. So we're looking pretty typical for this time of year. You even see Miami's down there at 80 as well. Satellite and radar, you do see we have this front coming through. There's some scattered showers through D.C. over and through Kansas City, over into Denver. They're even getting some snow. So we're going to take a look at that in a second. But first, we're going to take a quick look at the snow cover that we've seen. You heard it really all year that Boston and New York and Buffalo are all getting hammered with snow. There's really no escaping for them, and spring will not bring them any relief either. You do see they're about the only spot in the country that does have some snow cover, but even though there's a little bit out west in the ski resorts, but still not much compared to the Northeast. Well, Mid-Atlantic, we do have these storms coming through, and you see there's a little bit of snow in there in the Appalachian Mountains. That's just because of the high latitude for them, and some rain coming through and through Kentucky and reaching into Virginia. So this will be passing and will be coming down into us in the weekend, as you will see later on. Take a looking down into Georgia, you see that rain's coming on out, and their temperature is going down because that front did just pass them, but you did see all the severe storms come on through earlier. Well, futurecast for the rain, I'm going to step on off so you can see this. You do see there's some snow in southern Colorado there, even dipping down into New Mexico. And you can see the rain starting to move on over our way, some of D.C. starting to push off. Pennsylvania and New York are still getting hammered with snow, even over in Boston. Nothing but snow for them. San Antonio over through Corpus Christi will be getting some rain before we do. And you do see cloud cover moving in through our area, and that rain coming out of the South Texas starting to move into Louisiana and Arkansas. We're going to go ahead and get into tonight's temperatures. Still lows. You don't see a whole lot of blue here creeping down into the south. You really see it kind of dipping down. We saw it in Albuquerque, a little bit north of there. They are getting some snow. And you look even further north, it's still getting a lot better. You usually see Minneapolis in the teens, even into the single digits sometimes. So they're getting a little bit better there. Over in Northeast, Boston, 19. Like you saw, all that snow for them, not a whole lot of fun for us. 62 in Tallahassee. You see a lot of green and yellow at night. That's really nice if you feel like going out during those times. Well, tomorrow's forecast, you do see that we're a little bit cloudier, but if you look around our area, they're about the same. You see Boston's actually get rained on tomorrow instead of snow, so that'll be a nice change for them. Looking over to the west, you do see some sunshine. Over into Billings and Salt Lake, San Francisco has some little bit of clouds and 66, but right now we're going to send it off to Alyssa.
Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, today was pretty warm, and you can see by the almanac we had almost a record. The record was 85 in 1955, but we hit 83, so that was pretty close. The average is 72. Now our low is pretty warm as well, 64. The average is 45, so you have at least a 20-degree jump there. Here across the Big Bend area, today's highs, we had 83 in Tallahassee. Quincy was the highest with 84, and it was cooler down there in Apalachicola with 76 degrees down there at the coast. But we had these pretty warm temperatures across the Big Bend area with the lower to mid 80s and cooler down there at the coast. Now looking at the satellite radar, Thursday tonight, you can see these clouds are clearing out. It's getting a little clearer. That those clouds were keeping it pretty cool this morning and making it there. Once they cleared out, it brought those warmer temperatures. So currently, you can see we're pretty warm, 83, and down in Orlando, getting down to 82. Pretty consistent temperatures throughout Florida in the 80s. And then when you look at Georgia, though, you do see that stark difference all the way up down to 57. So it's a lot cooler up there. And our current dew points, 61 in Tallahassee, 66 in Valdosta, pretty close to our temperatures, allowing that humidity to make it feel pretty warm out there. Now our current winds, you can see down there in Apalachicola, 7 miles per hour, bringing those warm temperatures from the Gulf up to us, warming this region. Now, the current winds aren't pretty fast, 7 miles per hour in Tallahassee, but pretty low. You can see in Thomasville and Marianna, as well as Wilma, we have 0 miles per hour. So it's gonna be pretty warm still. Now on Thursday tonight, you can see this cloud cover is clearing out finally to Friday morning. So Friday morning is going to be pretty clear. We're going to be feeling those temperatures warm up again, and we'll be feeling a day quite like today. Those clear skies are going to be allowing that that sun to come in and definitely heat us up. And by night, we might have a little cloud cover, making it a little cooler, but for the most part, it's going to stay clear and provide those warm temperatures. So tonight, cooler than the daytime expected, so 61 in Tallahassee, still pretty warm for this time of the year. 20% cloudy overnight, trapping those warm temperatures in and keeping it pretty warm for this time of the year. So for tomorrow, like I said, it's going to be pretty much like today, 84 in Tallahassee, pretty warm. Now for our 5-day forecast, you see we have a pretty warm week. We're bringing in those showers Sunday, 80%. Enjoy the sun today, and Tuesday it'll be pretty sunny like today. So we're going to jump back to the desk with Reuben and Jay, right?
Yeah, thank you, Alyssa. We're starting seeing some lake week storms coming in to usher in some springtime weather.
That's right. We have, as you heard back on the wall, we have a bit of a stationary front sitting over Georgia and South Carolina, keeping those clouds around and bringing us slightly cooler temperatures to start out our spring.
Yeah, so we're seeing almost 5 to 15 degrees colder than what we normally would see with a lot of rain, a lot of cloud cover. Means a lot more temperatures starting to be a little more mild.
Yeah, we did get a little bit of a teaser this week as the temperature. It was very clear, it was very sunny, 86 degrees, 87 degrees. We had consistently warm temperatures. It was great outside. It was a beautiful day just to sit outside and enjoy what we had.
Yes, but I was later on in the day because at the beginning of the day, around 11 o'clock, we started seeing more rain in the picture, so we thought it was going to be a lot more colder than what it should be.
We did see a lot more rain in the picture, and the fact that we saw a lot more rain in the picture really shows that Mother Nature isn't quite ready to give us those very nice temperatures and weather that we saw. She likes to mess with us a little bit in terms of that.
Yes, she did. But again, later on in the picture and later on in the afternoon, we saw a lot more sun. We're like, what is the sun? Like,
we don't know. We had a long time where we didn't see the sun for about 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden we get the sun for about 2 weeks, and now we're going to send it right back to the wall.
Thanks, guys. All right, now we're going to take a look at the weather all across Florida. You see, as you can see, it's 83 degrees in Tallahassee and 80s all around Florida. About 75 degrees in Jacksonville and Pensacola because of the cloud cover that we seen earlier. That's why it was cooler earlier today. But as you can see, warm weather, getting back to our springtime weather, going across the state. Now looking at this cloud cover, as you can see, this is satellite radar coming from earlier today and going into now. You can see the cloud cover coming over Upper Tallahassee, a little bit of rain showers we got at 11 o'clock, and most of the cloud cover going over all of Florida. And now going into our radar of what we see in the Big Bend area. As you can see in Tallahassee, we had the little showers earlier today, and they moved out. It was only little showers about 11 o'clock. And most of this other heavy showers is kind of more above us around Dothan, earlier in Pensacola. Now going into over here in Valdosta and Jacksonville, as you can see, is like the more heavier rain around central Florida around here. Jacksonville's getting a little bit more as of right now, but around Tallahassee, nothing really for us to be worrying about. Going to the radar more in the southern Florida, more in the southern half of Florida, as you can see, is basically nothing really going on. It's a little light, heavy showers here around Vero Beach and Tampa and Ocala, but other than that, no really rain going on right now over Florida right now. Go down even more south, as you can see, nothing going on. Rain's going across the Atlantic and clearing up going into tonight. Right now, or going into tonight, 7 p.m., it's going to be 74 in Tallahassee, 68 in Jacksonville, 78 in Orlando. So as you can see, it's starting to cool down more as more cloud cover is going to come over the state, and we're going to be around the 70s all over the state. Going to tonight's forecast, it's going to be 62 in Tallahassee. It's going to cool down. Like I said, the cloud cover is going to take away most of the warmth. 68 in Orlando, 66 in Tampa, 67 in West Palm Beach, and 60s all around basically. Now going to tomorrow's forecast, 84 in Tallahassee, 86 in Orlando. It's going to be very warm, just as it was today. Now going into today, as you can see, the Almanac is 83 was the high, and 65 was the low.
That was awesome, Brandon. But right now we're going to go to a special report for Springtime Tallahassee. You know, if unofficial spring starts tomorrow, we've already started to feel the weather, and officially spring starts on Saturday, so that's really nice. So what Tallahassee does, they throw a nice festival for all their people. Tons of people come from all over the area. It's just absolutely a fantastic time. All you guys should check it out. Hey, some of us will even be there. That's going to be great. Well, we're going to go ahead, though, and pull this up, and we're going to see what exactly goes on in Springtime Tallahassee. The wonderful spring weather is here to stay, and that means Springtime Tallahassee Festival is coming back to the Big Bend area. Springtime Tallahassee is an event unlike any other in North Florida. Music, a 10K, and a Grand Parade have been staples for this event since it was started 47 years ago. It even features many food and art vendors and its fantastic Jubilee in the Park from not just around the southeast, but also around the entire country. Known to attract over 200,000 people from all over the southeast, Springtime Tallahassee is one of the biggest gatherings of its kind in the south. The festivities start on the 27th of March with the music festival at 6 p.m. in Clayman Plaza featuring a plethora of rising stars, including the Eli Young Band, winner of Song of the Year according to the Academy of Country Music Group with their smash hit Crazy Girl. After enjoying the music, you better wake up early and get ready to run. The 48th annual Springtime 10K kicks off your day with a long trek around our beautiful downtown area. Once you feel like you've ran farther than Forrest Gump, relax along Monroe Street and check out the wonderful floats, marching bands, and dance groups that will surely brighten your day with the Grand Parade at 10:30. Once the parade is over, there's still much fun to be had at Jubilee in the Park. Come over and see the 250 vendors from all over who have plenty of food, activities, arts and crafts for the whole family to enjoy. Both Jubilee in the Park and the parade are free to people and children of all ages, but you can still buy VIP passes where you can go to exclusive parties and even tour the FSU training facility behind me where all the athletes go to train and even the indoor practice fields for football players. For more information on Springtime Tallahassee, visit springtimetallahasee.com. Reporting from Tallahassee, Daniel McFarland for FSU News.
Thank you, Daniel. No, lovely segment indeed. And also with Springtime Tallahassee, our local AMS and MWA chapter will be there for Springtime Tallahassee next week.
That's right. And going into our brief weather history, we have some history from Quebec. Cape Whittle, Quebec, in 1964, they recorded 39 inches of snow in one day, which was the largest amount of snowfall in a 24-hour period for the entire province of Quebec.
I couldn't imagine being in 39 inches of snow. I haven't even seen snow yet, much less 39 inches. You're talking about you're way over. You're walking like almost neck deep in it. I couldn't imagine. Yeah, and also back in Charleston, and back in 1990, they saw 2 inches of snow. This is significant because 5 days before that, they were in temperatures in the 80s. So it was quite warm.
Wow.
And to see 2 inches of snow 5 days later, I couldn't imagine being there.
Charleston, West Virginia. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now we're going to take a little bit more look with Miss Kaitie about what's happening around Tallahassee for our last local.
Thank you, Reuben and Jay. We had a beautiful day here in Tallahassee. 83 was our high, and our record is 85, set in 1955. So we nearly reached the record, and that's pretty amazing because it wasn't 80 until about 2 hours ago. Our low is 65, and the average there is 45, so we're a little higher than normal. You can see this pressure system has just moved away from us. The cloud cover moved out today and left us with some clear conditions, so it's going to be beautiful tonight if you want to stargaze. The current conditions around the region, 83 here in Tallahassee, 73 in Panama City, 81 in Montgomery, and a little chillier up here, 57 in Macomb, 63 in Savannah. You can see this low pressure system moving through our area and the warm pressure system replacing it, so leaving us with beautiful conditions. Looking into the future here, 74 in Tallahassee this evening. 70 is nearly all around the region, a little chillier by the coast and Apalachicola. And we're going to put it in this motion. It's going to be getting a little chilly tonight, not too cold. And then into the morning, you can see the sunrise going to the 80s by 3 p.m. And then it'll, of course, get chilly when the sun sets again and leave us around 63 degrees for 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. Tonight's forecast, we have a forecasted temperature for at 61 degrees. It's going to be cloudy overnight, and the winds are going to calm down a little bit with a 5-mile-per-hour wind coming from the southwest. 20% chance of rain, so be on the lookout for that. Tomorrow in Tallahassee, it's going to be 84. There might be some possible fog in the morning, so if you're driving to work or driving to school, just make sure to turn on your headlights and drive very carefully. The clouds will be increasing throughout the day. 5-mile-per-hour wind again, so pretty good hair day, and 20% chance of rain. On the beach, it's going to be beautiful, 1-foot surf, so if you want to learn how to surf, tomorrow's your day. 5-mile-per-hour winds coming from the west. The water will be at 68 degrees, so it will be a little chilly. Just be careful, just tan, because tomorrow will be a great day for that. 6 UV index, so wear your sunscreen. If you have a boat you want to take out, it's going to be 5 to 10 knots with a west wind, and the waves will be 1 foot. There might be some isolated showers in the afternoon, and the protected waters will be very calm because of the wind dying down. As we take a look at our 7-day forecast, you can just see these rain chances increasing throughout the week and into our weekend, unfortunately. Highs in the 84-degree tomorrow, and it'll drop down to 70s on Monday, and the rain chances will be increasing again on Thursday.
All right. Thank you very much, Kaitie. Really a round of applause for her, because it was the first time on her desk. She on a wall. In fact, she did absolutely fantastic for her first day.
Did a fantastic job, indeed. And, well, I hear March Madness started today.
Oh, it was madness indeed. Iowa State wound up being the first upset of this March Madness, so I know.
Soon to be followed by Baylor.
Yes.
Wow.
So many brackets already busted, and
brackets.
so many more matches to go.
So many matches indeed. And we'll have 2 days full of just the first round games. And to watch those games, you might want to go outside tomorrow and watch them, because it's going to be beautiful for at least the first part of the day. We're going to see about 84 degrees. Those clouds will be moving in as that stationary front begins to move a little bit toward our area, bringing in our next rain for this weekend. It's going to be in the mid-80s. It's going to be rainy but warm. As that cold front moves through next week, we're going to see a nice cool down in temperatures for about the mid-70s.
But if you loved our lovely 7, you can always like us on Facebook.com. Follow us on Twitter. We actually have an Instagram account as well. And you can see our fantastic faces on livestream.com/FSU Weather.
And you can see them at any time.
Anywhere.
365 days a year.
I'm sure about 365, more like 7 days per week, but we're only on for 5. But for more on that, I'm student meteorologist Jay Kimball.
And I'm student meteorologist Reuben Weiner. Have a fantastic night, Tallahassee, and go Noles.